change. COVID, spring, and summer, something different, fall and winter, man. I entertain, let me first explain myself and then exchange a little bit of knowledge on this life and how I see the game. Plain and simple, when you don't sell your soul for a fee and change, ain't life strange? A little off the hook, man. Future time, same old same, just replaced with different names. hang on, I'm sorry, y'all. We're just having some fun in here, ladies and gentlemen. This gets me going right here. I'm sorry. People ask me all the time, Dwight, how is it that you are so happy all the time? And I say, I'm just happy to be alive, to be able to enjoy the limited time that I have here in paradise. Because remember, none of us know when our expiration date will be. So I say, take each day, one day at a time, and take the time to enjoy yourself and stop searching around for what seems to make others happy. And I think in the end, you'll find out that happiness have been chasing you all along. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Heart to Hearts Network. I am your host, Dwight Hart. And here on this channel, we aim to bring a community that discusses diverse topics in an environment where we can all learn together. Now, today on this program, I'm just going to be talking to you guys a little bit about what's going on right now and how to spread love and not war with each other during this COVID time. Also, I want to talk about watching the company that you keep and how to cope with depression during these difficult times. I like to give you a top 10 list of what I like to do to increase my frequency and weed out all the bad vibes. If you like what you hear on this channel today, please help support me by ringing that subscription bell and hitting the like button below. Okay, let's do it, y'all. Bad news. Boy, does it spread rapidly. I mean, has anyone ever done a great job for you? I mean, a fantastic job or service. And at the end of the service, we may give that person a referral. We may go ahead and write a Yelp review for them. And I'll say this, for the most part, most of us aren't rude like that. We're going to at least say thank you and give that person some kind of acknowledgement. But what I'm getting at here is, let that same person have done a bad job for you. And I mean, boy, you cannot wait to tell everybody. I mean, within 10 minutes, all of your friends know there is a review on Yelp and the entire world knows what has just transpired. And I know some of you are sitting out there like, damn, that's me. But here's the theory. If we put that same amount of energy into rewarding the great people that we have out there, I wonder if this can reverse some of us always being at each other's throats. Because during this entire pandemic, all we did was spread bad news. I mean, every day I heard about a war going on and this person hates that person and that person hates this one and so on and so forth. And I think what happened here was via the internet and the media and social media and whatnot, we all went into a state of depression at the same time. And because it was such a unfamiliar and unknown territory for us all, the few bad people out there got their moment to shine. And to me, this is the epitome of misery loves company. And I wonder how we got ourselves lost in the negativity so quickly. Because I consider myself to be well-traveled. I mean, I've been a ton of places. And from my experience, I believe there are a lot more good people out there in the world rather than bad. And don't get me wrong, you can't be naive. There are some bad people out there that have absolutely no morals and no values at all. So you do have to be aware of that when you're out in the world. But if we stop overreacting to everything that we hear somebody say and always trying to be at somebody's throat and realize that none of us are perfect and we all have problems. So to say someone else is evil because of an opinion they may have, or they're a bad person because they may think a certain way, is separation in a bad way. And I say in a bad way because I do think we all should be able to think for ourselves and have the freedom to have our own opinion and own thoughts, just as long as you're not out trying to deliberately hurt somebody else. And this goes into that whole watching the company you keep thing. Because if you have somebody in your life that is negative all the time and everything is going bad all the time, this starts to weigh in on you, whether you know it or not. And you start to go into a depressive state along with that person. And if you know you cannot handle any more stress than you have in your life already, you're going to have to separate yourself from that person and let them know how their negativity is affecting you immensely. And when being honest with somebody about something like this, you in turn are going to help the both of you, because you get a chance to separate yourself from all the negativity and all the bad vibes. And that person is forced to step back and look at themselves and make a change. And the same goes for hanging around people that are preaching hatred and violence, or if there's somebody that is holding you back or discouraging you from being the best you that you can be. These are all toxic relationships. And you're going to have to, in reverse, back yourself away from those people and then go surround yourself with people that think like you. You need to be around people that are uplifting and that you can learn from and grow with. These are healthy relationships. Just really quickly, I just want to tell you guys a quick story that I heard over the holidays. One of my friend's sisters was out shopping with her kids, and on the way into the store from the parking lot, she noticed there was a lady standing there with two small children, and the lady seemed very distraught, and she can see that she was crying and whatnot, and hear her mumbling words saying that she wanted to kill herself. So in a situation like this, most of us walk by and act like we didn't see anything and don't know what's going on. But this lady went over there and said, "Let me offer a hand." And to make a long story short, this lady and her children ended up having Thanksgiving with my friend and her family. And when I heard this story, it really touched my heart, because it let me know that there are still good people out there in the world. And not only did it teach me a lesson, I'm sure it showed whoever may have been walking by in that parking lot and saw what she was doing. And it also taught her children a lesson, as well as this lady's children that she was helping. They both got a lesson on humanity right there. And to me, just these small acts like this alone can help save somebody's life when they're in a depressive state. You never know what someone may be going through. And this rolls right into the top 10 list of what I have to cope with depression and just increase your frequency and bring good vibes to yourself. Number 1, an act of kindness. Get out there and do something nice for someone, whether it's a friend, a stranger you just met. Do a nice, sincere act of kindness for somebody. It would be great if it can be a grocery store worker or a healthcare worker, or janitorial services, trash services, any of the essential services that have been on the front line for us this entire time. Get out there and do something nice for them, or just let them know that you really appreciate them. Number 2, meditation. Take control of your thoughts. Get out there, clear your mind. You can pick up a meditation sound you like to listen to, but if you saw my video from last week, you know how huge I am on controlling your own thoughts. Number 3, eat good food. Eat healthy foods. Drink water. It's just the old saying, you are what you eat. Number 4 on my list, exercise. Yoga, Pilates, just simple stretching. Get your heart rate up. Go ahead and get out there and stretch a little bit. These things like this work wonders for clearing the brain. Number 5, declutter your life. Get rid of some of the stuff you have that you don't need. If you have things in your closet you haven't seen in 6 years, go back to number 1 and do a kind act for someone and give those clothes away or shoes or whatever it may be to someone who is less fortunate than you. But reorganize your life. Simple things like this can help someone when feeling down. Number 6, change your mood and change your environment. And what I mean by that is get out and get in some fresh air. Get some sun, get some vitamin D. And you know how it makes us feel when we put on a nice outfit or do our hair a different way. Get out and feel handsome. Go feel pretty. Whatever it is, just get out and change your mood. Things like this can help a lot when trying to cope with depression. Number 7, say or write down 10 things that you are grateful for. And this alone is just to keep all those negative thoughts out of your mind. While you're sitting there thinking of things that you are grateful for, you're not worried about all the other negativity that's going on around you. Number 8 on my list of ways to increase your frequency and cope with depression during these times is to surround yourself with like individuals that are thinking the same way that you are. People that are on the same frequency, that have positive thoughts. These are the people that you should be surrounding yourself with. And number 9 on my list, get out there and have fun. Go do something. Go laugh. Stop being so serious. Laughing is great. It makes me, I want to start laughing right now. I love smiling and laughing. Get out there and enjoy life. And then number 10 on my list of what can help increase your frequency and bring those good vibes to you is you have to live your life. Don't try to live somebody else's life. And the reason being is because all these things govern how you feel. And how you feel is what you attract. And if you're out there and you cannot remember the entire 10 on my list, at least remember this old African proverb that reads, when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm, and everything will be okay. I'm just going to leave you guys with this. This great nation belongs to all of us. So let's try not to react to everything that somebody says and every little piece of bad news that we hear, and do our own due diligence and research on whatever it may be. And remember, we are all going through this difficult time together. So let's try to build back this country together and not focus only on the negative. We all lost a lot of loved ones during this time, but my mother has always taught me that in every situation, look for something positive. So in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my loved ones, and I'm grateful for being able to slow down and see what is really important to me in my life. So until next time, stay blessed, be healthy, and be well. I'm gone.
Spread love, not war. Just think about your kids, how they need you alive for their guidance. Spread love, not war. Cause death hurts whole families. Imagine it's your mom that grieves. Spread love, not war.